Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and welcome back to Local to Global with Tonbridge Angels. Today we're taking on Hemel Hempstead, who we are just a point behind and one place behind. We are in the playoffs. We're in the top 7. We've officially avoided relegation. We've got less than 10 games to go. And we're going to try and see if we can get into the playoffs. It's going to be a really tall order, but we're going to give it our best shot. As always, if you're enjoying this series, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a single episode of Local to Global. Let's crack on with it. Last episode, it was an emphatic 4-0 win in a local derby against Maidstone United, who ended the game with 9. So last episode, it was a big 4-0 win in the local derby against Maidstone United, who ended the match with 10 men. A hat-trick for Joe Turner and a goal by Blair Arloney as well. That was a really big win, that one. Since we last met, I have signed a 1-year extension with the club to 2023. I've also re-signed Joe Turner to a new deal and Jamie Fielding to a new deal as well. So we're going to be here probably for another season, and then it might be time to maybe look for another job, maybe a bit higher up in England or maybe abroad. No idea how that's going to go, but yeah, I think we're going to do one more season with the Angels. Anyway, we played through 5 matches off camera. Let's see what happened. Dickinson, looking for a long ball there. Bit of a nameless one though, and here's Beer. And it's Ricky Modeste now. And Wood to Loft. And he can play through Joe Turner. He does. And Turner beats the keeper to the ball and scores 9 minutes into the game. It's Eastbourne 0, Tonbridge 1. Fielding to Beer. Jimmy Fielding with the ball back again here. Here's Tommy Wood, still on that goal drought, failing to score. But it's Ricky Modeste. And Modeste has, I think, his first goal for the club. And it's the lead doubles. 24 minutes into the game. Ricky Modeste makes it 2-0. Tom Beer with the corner kick, and it's Clements who wins their header. Kieran Clements, on only his 3rd appearance or 4th appearance for the club, makes it 3-0 in first half stoppage time. James with the free kick here and a missed header, and it's Ben Gehring who puts the away side in front. Bath take a 1-0 lead in the last minute of the first half. Chance for Doug Loft to whip one in here. It's Turner. Oh, it's been brought down by Ball. Penalty for the Angels. And Joe Turner looking to continue his fine vein of form to try and equalise here from the spot. He does so, 65th minute. Tonbridge 1, Bath 1. Yonton, that's a long ball, finds Wright, who's just got the goalkeeper to beat, but Henley stands his ground. Good save. Roberts to Pasley. Half an hour gone in this match. Baggy's going to get there first, but a great block by Jamie Fielding. McCarthy to Green. And this game has been all haven't, but they just haven't managed to put the ball in the net. And Tonbridge might get away with a point here. Loft with a corner kick here. 9th minute of the match. Wood with a header on goal. And it's in by Courtney Watson. Hasn't scored in a little while. Found himself out of the team, but he takes the lead here against Hampton and Richmond. Beer with the free kick. It's a good one. It's in. It's 2-0 Tonbridge. 17 minutes gone. Strong starts to the game by the Angels. And Hampton not looking great. Moyer. And Young to Mullins. And Latty Fairweather's got a good sighted goal and he beats John Henley. Thierry Latty Fairweather gets a goal back for Hampton and Richmond Borough. Inman's gone up for their header there. Handball. And maybe a second yellow card here. It's a red card for Inman. Ball's over the top for Tommy Wood. This time, surely he's got to score. No. Corner kick here. 71 minutes gone. Doug Loft with it. And Wood with a header, but it's over. Keep that down and he scored. So we did manage to stay unbeaten off camera. We did draw 3 out of 5 games though, but you know, it's extended our unbeaten run. We haven't lost in the league since the Oxford City game. Of course, we're at the FA Trophy. Some good wins in there. Eastbourne was a good win. Hampton and Richmond, we were 2-1 up and then there was a red card and then they kind of shut up shop. And then draws. Chippenham, we probably should have done better, but Bath and Havant, we probably didn't deserve much from that. We weren't great. I think if our striker had actually been scoring goals, then those results would look a bit better. Tommy Wood hasn't scored since the Chelmsford win in January. So we're looking at his form. 11 games. Tommy Wood's not scored in 11 matches. And I'm sorely tempted to maybe just start Aaron Blair today because not scoring in 11 matches, it just isn't good enough. And I don't know why he just hasn't been able to score recently. I think a lot of it does rely on service, so I think he hasn't really been helped by the players around him, but as you saw from the most recent game, the 0-0 draw against Chippenham, he had like 3 chances. There were 7 half chances in that match. No clear-cut chances, but 7 half chances. 3 of those fell to Tommy Wood, and he didn't convert any of them. So I don't really know why he stopped scoring. He's got 19 goals this season. We know he can score goals, but for some godforsaken reason, he stopped. And we're fortunate that we have just as good a goal scorer in Joe Turner, who's got 13 in the league now. And if Tom Wimber's not careful, Mr. Turner's going to catch him up. But in the table, as you can see, we are in the top 7. At the moment, we're in the playoffs. We're 2 points ahead of Dulwich Hamlet, who sit in 8th place at the moment. Our opponents today, Hemel Hempstead, are a point ahead of us. If we can beat them, then we will overtake them and go into 5th place. We have 8 games to go to try and stay in this top 7. If we fall out of them, not the end of the world. You know, we are well clear of relegation. We've definitely achieved safety this season. That's definitely been achieved. But hopefully we can stay in the top half come the end of the season. If we can stay in the playoffs, that would be excellent. Have Dagenham recalled Aaron Blair? They have. we weren't playing him very much, and Dagenham have just said, all right, you won't play him, I'll have him back. So I guess we are starting Tommy Wood then. Olatade's not starting because he's not good. Don't let that 9.3 fool you. That was for the reserves. All right, Tommy Wood starting then. I guess Aaron Blair wasn't playing, so Dagenham said, all right, we'll have him back then. Even Joe Turner recently hasn't been putting in a shift. 6.64 in his last 5, but the alternative for him, Smith Joseph. I don't really want to do that. Ricky Modeste, I'll put back on the bench. He was on international duty, so he's back. He was playing for Grenada. All right, this is the side we're going to go with, I think. It's, you know, probably our strongest team. And, you know, Clements has been playing well at centre-back alongside Sonny Miles. Wood hasn't scored in 11 games. Hopefully today will be the day. I need to have an individual chat, though. And I really wish there was something here that you could say to me individually that said, you need to start scoring, otherwise you are going to be dropped. I mean, we've had, you know, talks about his form. I mean, he's still putting in some good performances. He just isn't scoring goals. So that's the frustrating thing, is that he's still playing quite well and he can set goals up. He just can't score them. And that's past 5. I think his average is about 6.8, which is about average. You know, some games he might have like a 6-2 or a 6-3. Other games, he'll get an assist and maybe get a 7. So it's not like he's having bad games. He just isn't scoring goals. We might get a goal here, though. A minute and a half into the game, and we are keeping the ball here against Hemel Hempstead. And if we win this game, we will overtake them and go into 6th place. And this is a good spell of possession here for us. Hopefully it amounts in a goal. And here's Parkinson to Turner. He's facing away from the goal, which isn't ideal. But again, good spell of possession here. I think we're still on extended highlights from... I say there was a recent game where it was 0-0. Turner. Oh, good save by Bilbao. I think there was a game recently where it was 0-0 at half-time. Didn't see too much. We bumped it up to extended. So we could put it back on key highlights, but we might see a few extra bits and pieces here and there. Here comes Bradley Webb. Trying to take it past the red shirts. Here's Parkinson. Here's Wood. I say he's sitting a bit deep. He's not going to get... Oh, this is a chance. Come on, Tommy. There we go. Finally. It's taken 11 games, but Tommy Wood has finally ended his goal drought. 1-0 Angels inside 5 minutes. Okay, I'm glad he started now. That is his 20th goal this season. We know he can score. I just don't know what's happened in the past like dozen games that he hasn't been able to do it. There we go. 1-0 inside 5 minutes. That'll give him a confidence boost at least. I've actually risen above Maidstone to 4th with that 1 goal lead. The Maidstone have just taken the lead. They're taking on Havant and Waterlooville. So 5th are against 6th at the moment and 3rd are against 4th. There's some big ties in this match day. And here is the goal scorer Wood, and Parkinson over the top for Joe Turner. He's got a couple of options in there. He could go to Modeste, or Courtney Watson actually. Modeste isn't playing. Turner, that's a block by Gibson, going to be a corner. And Tom Beer going to try and put this ball in here. Turner, and Wood has pretty much an open goal, and he doubles the lead. 24 minutes gone. You wait for a Tommy Wood goal. They're like London buses. You get 2 in the matter of 25 minutes. Great stuff. Well, within 20 minutes. Tom Beer with the corner kick. Turner's shot went to Wood. Practically an open goal for him. He can't miss, and it is 2-0. Been a good first half here. We've dominated the possession. We've been far and away the better side. Confident we can get 3 more points here. I dare say as well, though, I'm probably going to jinx it, but we've been very, very lucky with injuries. We haven't really had any like big injuries this season. We've had some for like a few days. I think at most a couple of weeks. I think we've been very lucky with injuries in this first season. And there might be a chance here. We haven't dealt with that well when Hemel Hempstead get a goal back in the 55th minute. I wasn't really paying attention. I want to see what happened here. So it was Marsh Brown with the ball. Let them get a bit too far forward. I think the number 19 just stayed a bit closer to him. Magoma wasn't marked. And then Hines was just completely open 6 yards out. Couldn't have missed. Just need to be... just concentrate a bit, guys. I'm going to say calm down. Can we restore our 2-goal cushion here maybe with this free kick? It's Joe Turner. Tommy Wood is now on a hat-trick, which he hasn't done this season. Joe Turner scored a hat-trick. Tommy Wood hasn't done that yet. Ball goes back to Tom Parkinson. He's got it back again here. Kieran Clements. I don't know anyone called Kieran, even though it's Kyron. Okay. We're leading 2-1. We have lost our clean sheet with that Hemel Hempstead goal, but hopefully we can hold on to 3 points. Maybe get a third goal here. Watson to Wood. Watson gets it back. Good piece of skill to take it past Simpson. It's a good cross. Wood with a header into the hands of the goalkeeper. So we've been good in possession, but other than our goals, haven't really created much else. I think we've only had 6 shots. So I'd like to see a bit more in the shooting department. Might get a chance here though. Parkinson, Wood. Loft to Watson. That's a good strike, but goalkeeper's just equal to it. Beer with the corner. We're an hour into the game. Marsh Brown with a header away. Going to come back to Mr. Beer. And that wasn't a good ball. And it's Mantom now. And that's going to be the end of that highlight. And here we are again with the possession. Bradley Webb to Loft. It's a good ball for Turner. And a good strike hits the post. And cleared away. Free kick here. Hamilton to Mantom. Okieng to Gleeson. And that's a ball over the top. Magoma. Good save, Henley. Magoma with a free kick here. Henley equal to that. We have just kind of switched off in the second half. I'm a bit worried. Hemel Hempstead coming back into the game a bit more. I think we need to make some changes and keep things fresh in midfield. Tom Parkinson is going to come off. And we're going to bring on Ben Clark as like a ball-winning midfielder. And put him sort of between Loft and Beer. Also going to take off Courtney Watson and bring on Ricky Modeste. Again, to try and keep things a bit fresh out there. Free kick here for Magoma. Gleeson with a header, and it's in. And it's Tonbridge 2, Hemel Hempstead 2. We're throwing away the 2-goal lead. And the second half with us just has not been as good, unfortunately. We've kind of switched off. And it looks like we might drop a couple of points. Magoma with the free kick. And Gleeson with a powerful unmarked header into the goal. 80th minute, it's 2 apiece. Modeste, last 10 minutes of the match. I'm going to try and get a winning goal here. And try and save all 3 points. And Wood with the header, but easily captured by Bulbari. Magoma with another free kick. Mantom! Oh no! It's 3-2. And Hemel Hempstead had come from behind to lead. Deary me, what's happened to us in this second half? Oh no. I mean, 2 goals from Tommy Wood. But we haven't managed to keep them out at the other end. And Hemel Hempstead have scored 3 second half goals to potentially win 3-2. I mean, we're going to put Olatade alongside Tommy Woods just to see if we can get something in these last minutes, but I'm not confident. It's a late free kick for them, if anything. Hits the wall. Well, I think that's going to be that. It's going to be a defeat, unfortunately. And we were unbeaten off camera. Really good first half, and we unfortunately didn't stay on them. 94 minutes have well gone, and that's going to be full time and our home defeat. That's not what we wanted at all. Yeah, odd one. Wood with the first half brace, and then we just seemed to switch off in the second half, and they just took charge. I mean, it must have been, I don't know, some good team talk by the Hemel Hempstead manager, but we shut off, and they got 3 goals and got 3 points. Thankfully, Dulwich, Hamlet, Lost and Chipping also failed to win, so we are still in those playoff places, but Hemel Hempstead take a 4-point lead over us. And Maidstone also drew against Havant and Waterlooville, so if we'd have won that match, we would have been in 4th place. I was going to play for a few more days, because I'm expecting a youth intake any day, I think. So I want to see if we can try and get that youth intake before we go. Because we are expecting one. It's usually around the start of April for England, isn't it? And we have had our youth intake preview at the start of the year, which said Golden Generation, which I'm taking with a massive pinch of salt. No, we've reached the Slough Town game and no youth intake. So I guess we're going to have to wait till next time for you guys to see that, unfortunately. Which is strange because lots of teams have had theirs. Eastbourne have had theirs. Billericay, Darlington, Brackley, Chelmsford. Where's ours? We don't have one yet, and yet all these teams have already got all their youth intakes. Hungerford, Cousin Ashton have got theirs, Alfreton, and yet we're still waiting for ours. That is unfortunate, but let's see what we have coming up then. We have just 7 games to go in the league season before a hopeful playoff, if we can stay in the top 7 or top 8. Hopefully we can reach those playoffs. But we have Slough, St Albans, Welling, Concord, Dulwich Hamlet, Braintree and Billericay in our last 7 games. We're definitely going to do Braintree and Billericay in a double to end, not the season, but end their main part of the season. We're going to do 2 doubles. We're going to do Slough, St Albans and Welling off camera. And then we're going to take on Concord Rangers at home and Dulwich Hamlet next time. And then the video after that will be Braintree and then Billericay. And then presumably make it and stay in the top 8. Or top 7, we'll have playoffs. Hopefully we can stay in the position to get into the playoffs. So we're going to have 2 doubles in the next 2 videos. Next episode we're going to host Concord, and then we're going to take on Dulwich Hamlet. Hopefully we can stay in the playoffs, and we'll have those probably next week. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on. Double live comment next episode and the one after that, where we're hopefully going to achieve a playoff finish, and we've got an outside chance of getting promotion to the Vanarama National. It's highly unlikely, but we've got as good a chance, I think, as anyone else. We know we can beat some of the best sides in this division. We've beaten like the top 3. We've beaten Maidstone. We've beaten Hampton and Richmond. We've beaten we've beaten some good sides this year. We know we can do it. But 3 games off camera and then 2 double live comms to end the main part of the league season. Hopefully we can get a good finish. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.